This is a sick Negro. This is a Negro.
And gain resources and make money and live profits. What you know the word I'm trying to say?
Yeah, Islam. I'm trying to be your friend, man. That's right. Trying to be your friend, bro. Help me out. Meet me halfway. Come on. I wanna be your friend. Peace and love. Let me be your friend. Peace and love. I said you ain't never met a more like me, and you ain't never ever gonna meet one again. Now let me be your friend. Peace and love. Let me be your friend. Peace and love. I said you ain't never met a more like me, and you ain't never ever gonna meet one again. I wanna be your friend. Peace and love. Now let me be your friend. Peace and love. Hey yo, I used to be a thug until I met the prophet. Now I'm all about love, truth, peace, and freedom. Till I return to Allah, one day we gon' meet him. I'm all about justice, that's the focus of the message. Sometimes Asiatics make me wanna forget the lessons. I be all up in my passion from all the Moorish passion. All things considered, I start laughing. A grown man with a ponytail, another calling us Neanderthal, and he all pale. I mean for real, this is what it come to, my brother. We got nothing better to do than talk down to each other. Yeah, we can be scholarly or we can get gutter. We are the children of our father, and the breast of our mother has nursed us all. And first of all, we beefing while the bean trying to murk us all. You need to chill, my brother. Tell the elder the same, cause on the real, my man, I'm really about them things. I can take the feds off and get back in the low and return to the state where they used to call me dope. But no, I'm rolling with the prophet of Allah. I want love, not war. Standing on that floor, and I'm holding the square. The compass and the axe that might be too deep. Yo, let's not get off track. See, our prophet was an adapt. Do you know what that is? An Egyptian adapt is a brother who lived by the universal science developing the Nile. We call it Islamism, but it's the same, my child. Sit at the foot of a master. I train you up, but I might have to bang you up. I still love you, and those that's talking, that's indeed found. Everything the prophet rock is in the Quran. All the other stuff prostrate and cover up is just the start. The nearest place to me, the law is the heart. You can dress like Imhotep, but you can dress like an herb. Why the Moorish American Muslim unifies the word. You can say what you want about Dr. Yo, but he gave you different variations of the same thought. You don't appreciate that. You won't appreciate me. Appreciate the holy and divine Drew Ali. People refuse to admit it. He the first that ever did it. What up, family? That the Moors would get it, but we here, strong, alive and well, resurrected from hell.
Oh my goodness, we loud tonight. Let me get this volume right. It's too late. I'm blowing your eardrums,
for you to be black. I guess the Chinaman is yellow, a Mexican is brown. Just think for a second how ridiculous it sounds. We can turn it around, but we must do not. It's okay to disagree, but we don't have to fight. Cause if we have to fight, you know how we get. I'm still learning to love. No, I'm not there yet. So work with me, fam, and I'ma work with you. And let's all work together and do what we gotta do. Cause on the real side, we haven't made no progress since 1929 when the prophet left the flesh. We got an Asiatic president, men marrying men, psycho shooting up a club and don't see his own sin. And those that say they conscious to choke your bucks, move straight to Hollywood and straight living it up. And y'all bigging it up, straight cheesing and grinning. But it was your bread to help them set it off in the beginning. Be careful what you put in your soul, cause it could blind you. Unfortunately, some people get paid to misguide you, misguide you. Oh yeah, I wanna be your friend. Peace and love. I wanna be your friend. Peace and love. I said you ain't never, and you would never, you ain't never, ever, ever. You ain't never met a more like this, and you ain't never, ever, ever gonna meet one again. I wanna be your friend. Yeah. Peace and love. So let me be your friend. Peace and love. Oh yeah, you ain't never met a more like this, and you ain't never, ever, ever gonna meet one again. So let me be your friend. Love. I wanna be your friend. Peace and love. I wanna be your friend. Yeah. Come on now. Let me be your friend. Let me be your friend. We ain't trying to be enemies. I wanna be your. Yo, let me be your. 1, 2, I wanna 3, be your 4. Friend. Hey.
Peace and love, family. I remember when I was young and my mother and her friends' song used to come on and they used to be like, ow, ow. I know now, when you get a little old, you can't move like you used to. You feel it in your bones. Well, I thought they were feeling the music. They was hurting. Ow! Yeah, y'all had people like that around y'all. Yeah, I grew up traditionally descended from the plantation. Yeah, I grew up traditionally descended from the plantation. We make it up as we go along. You better know it. Yeah. Ow! Press 7 if your family member, somebody in your family ever did that one. Press 7. Ow! You think they feeling the music? Nah. They bones hurting. They bones cracking, but they just keep on grooving. You better know it. Shoot, man. How y'all doing today? Family, I'm sorry tonight, family. I told y'all the other night, I was mourning my brother, man. I don't know what else to do. He just made a plumb fool out himself. Man, come on, Lord Jamar. Family, let me tell you something. If I have anybody that watch Moorish World TV that is still friends with Lord Jamar, and y'all didn't tell him that he is acting crazy, weird, illogical, then y'all are not good friends, man. For real, this is bad tonight. You know what I mean? Listen, I don't know if a purge is going on with pseudo descendants from the plantation, but one thing for sure and two things for certain. Them Europeans beating the brakes off these brothers, man. First, Billy Carson get dragged and beat mercilessly and made them telling people he gonna sue them and take the video down. And now Lord Jamar does the same thing. Did y'all hear about that? Lord Jamar told Godrey to chop the video up. So Godrey chopped the video up for his friend. Come on, Godrey. Come on. He think you a tether, Godrey. That's right. I'm letting you know. I'm telling Godrey that you think he a tether. Now behind the scene, Godrey said, he tell Godrey, I'm just trying to get a couple of dollars, man. You know, jump up to get beat down ain't getting a lot of spins. I'm just trying to get a couple of dollars, man. You know what I mean? I'm just trying. What happened to my brother Lord Jamar, man? Lord Jamar done jumped on the most weirdest conversations. This is bad, though. And the bad thing about it is, he jumped on, man, it's a few conversations that I'm going to talk about tonight with some receipts. You know what I'm saying? He jumped on the flat earth conversation. Come on, Lord Jamar. And everything that we know Lord Jamar is for, it speaks against what he's standing for now. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Man, he destroying his legacy. One of the greatest rap groups in the history of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Miss D said, be nice. I'm going to do my best. I'm going to do my best. He called me out. He called me a snake. And I ain't even did nothing to the brother. But now I'm going to just cover the story, though. I got covered. Oh, yeah. Cryptonomics sent me an email and said, you got to cover this. I said, okay, Crip, you've been around a long time. I got to do what you say. I blame Crip. They going to come for Crip. They ain't coming for me. They gonna come to the chat and cuss Crip out. Cause man, I was editing the video. Lord Jamar got a filthy mouth. I guess you don't notice these things when you be around people, you know what I'm saying? But when you step back for a minute, goodness gracious, he got a filthy mouth. Oh my goodness. You talking about potty mouth. He got a porta potty mouth. He got the State Fair porta potty mouth. He said, chat, I ain't sent him nothing. Come on, Crip, don't leave me out there. Don't leave me out there, Crip. Come on. Oh, I thought it was you. It was exposing hidden frauds. It was exposing hidden frauds. That's who sent me that stuff. My fault, Crip. It was exposing hidden frauds. Yeah, man. He got a State Fair porta potty mouth that ain't been dumped since the fair started, and it's the last day of the fair. I'm trying to tell you. I was trying to edit this thing. I was like, oh, goodness gracious. Robin Austin says, I think he's just doing this for the money. I think he knows the truth. But the thing is about it, though, Rockman, when you see how he gets turned up, man, that listen, these descendants from the plantation people, man, good. Our local porta potty company, his name, the Royal Flush. That's right. He got the State Fair porta potty mouth. Good, that's a great. Hey, but listen, this guy gets so. It wasn't hidden fraud. It must was Moochie then. Moochie, I need to make sure I'm getting a little older. You know what I mean. I don't be wearing my peepers. So I don't see things right. Hey, fam, let me tell you something. Listen, family, if y'all see the Cash App, if you can afford it, go on hook your brother up. That's right. Oh, he begging tonight. Let me tell you something. I got a surprise hearing that came up. I got to go ahead and hit the road. I mean, I got a surprise hearing. I didn't know. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know let me see if I can put it in here. So if y'all see it after the show, before the show, you know what I mean? Or help take the load off me. I got to, man. Yeah, y'all know the case is coming up, right? That's if you know, you know. You know what I mean? If you know, you know. You know what I'm saying? So the thing is, I don't want to put a lot of information out there, but yeah, I gotta make a move. You know what I mean? I gotta make a move. After 2.5 years. After 2.5 years. I can't drop the ball now, so I don't care. I got to do everything I got to do to make this appointment. I got to make this appointment. Yeah, it's literally a few days away actually. So, yeah, it is what it is, family. I'm gonna try to keep y'all updated. I'm trying to keep things hush though. I'm trying to keep things hush right now. But I'm gonna keep y'all updated, you know what I mean? But it's close, you know. I am not this. Oh. In the meantime, in between time, let me. I do want to say this. Mr. Sinetta Studios, you're on the list next. I hope you're watching. You're on the list next. Yeah. Exhibit 39. The title of your video, Tahaka Bay tried to best to hide the record of his registered lifetime ex-offender. You're on the list next. That's right. I'm going straight down the line. Y'all ruined my life. Yes, right. You ruined my life. Mm-hmm. And you on the list next. That's right. Got all the information loaded up, saved up. You're on the list next. You can't run around calling people these dirty, filthy names and expecting you to just walk away like ain't nothing never happened. That's right. So all of y'all that was repeating this madness, just know, get ready for 2025. Y'all thought 2024 was something? Get ready for 2025. And I'm telling you, I listen, I'm how old am I? I'm 52. I think I'll be 52 this year or something like that. Listen, I pretty much turned my life around. I pretty much enjoyed the fun side of life. I love my family. I love my children. I love my friends. And at this point, as long as I got the support of my family and my friends, then, hey, we're going to go all the way with it. That's right, because that was not funny, and nor was it entertaining. Even though I just laughed through it all, I'm still feeling the pressure from people saying that madness. You feel me? I mean, I'm still feeling the pressure from people saying that madness. So at the end of the day, family, oh yeah, you gonna have to get this work. And I'm telling you, since listen, since the what's his name, Wes had to get Billy to calm down and shut him down, you know what I'm saying? And they got the other scientists that just got the flat earther FBA in. Man, oh my goodness, family, hold up, family. I ain't even gonna do I'm gonna do my intro. Listen to this, family. I mean, I hope that this don't do too bad. Family, you got to check this out, man. Listen to this.
First of all, this guy came out real disrespectful, talk about the stupidest shit. Like if he was in this room, I'd be smacking the shit out of him right now. First of all, okay,
it's all bullshit.
Right, sir?
You
know that, right?
What you say to the
you know that, right?
The entire body of scientific knowledge. Let me respond to the insanely stupid thing you said.
I want you to respond to my. Let him talk. Okay, we're gonna talk about what pseudoscience. Okay, go ahead, Dave. Go ahead, Dave.
Density is not a force. It requires a force to produce an acceleration. Things accelerate towards the Earth. Density is a scalar. It's not a force. It can't make things move. Buoyancy, there's a buoyant force, but it has gravity in the equation. Buoyancy only exists when gravity exists.
When gravity, the secret sauce.
Here's the problem with your density bullshit. You think that things fall down because the air is less dense. The air is less dense above the object too. So why the fuck don't things fall up?
Things do fall up, you fucking asshole. Bubbles go up, you fuck. Fucking evaporation goes up, you like what the fuck are you talking about? That's because there's wind. Because it's lighter than the fucking density it's in. How can a fly defy gravity? How can a fucking tadpole defy gravity, you fucking shithead?
This is insane. This is insane. This is insane. Do you even, family, I'm sorry that I have to play this in the raw. But this is insane. But this is that energy that comes with, and I'm going to use the term FBA. This is that energy. This is that energy. This is it. There's an energy that comes with this. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Woo. Let it go.
Defy gravity? What the?
Yes. How does anything swim through? If gravity is holding down oceans that are tons of fucking of fucking force.
Look at him. He said tadpole. Listen at him. Look at him. He's in such a rage. He can't be. He's no longer a 5%er. There's no way in the world. This is crazy.
How does anything swim through the ocean? How do you fucking lift your legs off the fucking ground?
How do you make an argument like this with someone who has been studying the particulars of a certain science? And you ask them, how do you lift your legs off the ground? Family, this is what I mean. We need an intervention, family. This calls for intervention. Something has gone horribly wrong. Something has gone horribly wrong. This is embarrassing. This is just ridiculous. Like unbelievable, fam. Unbelievable. But I don't know. There's a certain purge going on. And let me tell you, the intelligent Europeans in their field, they're circling the wagons. Y'all come for me, y'all better be ready. I'm gonna tell you now. Cause I don't smoke no weed. You know what I mean? You ain't gotta worry about that. I don't believe in pseudoscience. You ain't gotta worry about that. And if I don't know, I just don't know. I ain't playing the video yet, man. I gotta work for a second, man. You know what I mean? That's right. Woo! Man. Let's go. All right, I'm gonna let it play. I try to stop the video for copyright reasons, but I'm gonna do my best now. So y'all gotta work with me.
You fucking cockbag.
Muscles. Birds have wings, right? You can exert
They have
force,
wings.
which allows you to accelerate. Right? Doesn't that make sense? If you jump or if you throw a ball, you're exerting force and you are counteracting gravity until that momentum runs out. You throw a ball, it goes up, and then it falls back down. Why do things fall down?
Speaking of momentum, do things
No.
energy?
Why do things fall down?
Why don't things fall up? Why do things only fall down?
Why do
things fall up?
No. Why do things fall down only? Why don't they fall up? This is what he's asking.
Again, light things will rise.
Only with wind,
Dense.
which is a
No,
force.
it's not only with wind.
Things don't float. Nothing
Why
floats.
doesn't a ball fall up? The air
Because
above the ball
it is
less
dense.
than the ball.
Because it is dense.
What's that?
The air
ball
more
is
dense
dense.
than the ball? Is
The-
that what you're saying
That
now?
don't even make sense. That's not even what
The
what
ball
you're
is
saying.
dense. If it's in regular air, it will fall to the ground. If it was in,
Why
if
is it
it was
fall
in,
up? Isn't
say
there
a
a-
Hold up. He said it's regular air. Self-styles. What you mean we don't teach this SHIT? Y'all don't have no teachings. Y'all ain't no group. Y'all all, what you mean? Self-styles, you tell it on yourself. Talk about we don't teach this SHIT. But self-styles, he said if it's regular air, let me play that again. If it's regular air, it'll fall to we don't teach this. Who is the we self-styles? Please explain. Will you? Please advise. I've been hearing that lately. Please advise. Hold up. look at your boy though. Hold on. Look at your boy though. Look at your boy. He tethered down. Look at your boy. He tethered down. Oh, you said the 5%. South Styles. My apology, God. I thought you was an FBA in. My apology, family. I apologize to South Styles. I thought he was an FBA. Now look at him. He tethered down. Shout out to my guy. Every time he come to Baltimore, me and my wife go see Godrey. I ain't gonna front. Godrey funny online, but he funnier on stand-up. Tethered down. All right, hold up. Man, he said if it's regular air. What? That's Muslim water. That water fresh. That must be Muslim water. Oh, man. This is... Oh, my goodness. This is ridiculous, man. Hold on. All right, let it go.
in regular air, it will fall to the ground. If it was in, say a
Isn't
gel.
Hold up. Look at dude with him though. Look at his face. He's like, oh man, we done messed up now. The white man, the devil. We've been tricked.
This is a sick Negro. This is a sick Negro.
Woo! He looking like brother from Martin. Brother from Martin from the 5th floor. I just come get a sandwich. Hold up. This supposed to be an intervention, and I'm clowning. Hold up. Stop.
If it was in a gel, what is it? What's the ball gonna do?
Okay, I
It's
don't
just
know
gonna
about
stop
what
there,
done
right?
with the gel in the air. Why
It
does the ball fall
depends
up?
on the medium.
Yeah, ask
Why
the
does it
question
fall
and then.
up? What does falling up have to do with anything? I don't
No,
understand.
because
what you're saying.
he said
Bro, he forgot. Hold up. We're going to let the whole thing play. But he forgot that he said he don't believe in gravity, right? And then the guy's like, okay, you don't believe in gravity. Why the ball ain't falling up? Lord Jamar said, what does falling up got to do with anything? Fool, you just said you don't believe in gravity. Oh, my God. Hold up. Let me let it run back. Look at Bro Mando. That's my guy. Hold up. I know y'all want to see the whole thing. I'm going to let it play. This is hilarious. Hold up, man. I didn't even know it was this funny. God damn. Look at him. Oh, man. Look at my Marty Ma. Marty Ma. Marty Ma. Lord Jamar done messed up again, Marty Ma. He done said something stupid, and the white man, the devil, dragged him all over the podcast, Marty Ma. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. Now, this it's funny because the arrogance of a person. And it's sad because this was one of my heroes of hip-hop. That's the sad part. And I thought the brother was more intelligent than getting into these straw man arguments. You know what I mean?
Oh, if it was in a gel, what is it? What's the ball gonna do?
Okay, I
It's
don't
just
know
gonna
about
stop
what
there,
done
right?
with the gel in the air. Why
It
does the ball fall
depends
up?
on the medium.
Yeah, ask
Why
the
does it
question
fall
and then.
up? What does falling up have to do with anything? I don't
No,
understand.
because
what
you
you're
think
saying.
He said
there's
what?
no such thing as
you
gravity.
You said there's
Why
no
is
such
there a
thing in
preferred
gravity.
direction of falling? Why do things fall down to the ground?
Because they're heavy. Because they have density. That's
Okay,
why.
what is heavy? What is weight? Do you even know what weight is?
Oh my.
What's weight? Tell me the definition of weight.
It's your fucking head on your fucking shoulders, you fat head
Someone's
bitch.
getting a little sassy because he
Like,
doesn't know the answer to the
bro,
question. What
We're
is
not
weight
gonna
mean?
sit here and talk about all these.
We're not going to
Thurman
sit here
Spot.
and define words that you don't
Yes,
know. that you're
define
trying to
words. We're talking about what's heavy and what's light.
use. Yeah, so what does fucking heavy mean, dumbass? You said the word heavy. What is heavy? What is weight? What is weight? What does that mean? You don't know the definitions of the words you're using.
Bro.
Should I define
Okay,
weight?
tell him.
Yeah,
Tell us
define
what weight
weight.
is.
Here I go.
Look it up if you
A
want.
body's relative. Oh, here we go. A body's relative mass.
Look at Godfrey. We tethered down tonight, Brother Godfrey. That's right. Shining like a pork chop. Look at that forehead. Goodness gracious.
Or the quantity of matter contained by it, giving rise to a
That's what I was saying, Crip. When I was trying to edit this, and then I said, "No, I'm gonna let it rock." I was like, "Man, he looked like he under the influence, or he possessed. He's possessed. I don't know. What's that root? What's that root stuff that they have over there with the FBAs? What's that root stuff? That root work or something stuff they mess with? They put roots on my brother, man. They put roots on my brother, man. They didn't put roots on him, man."
downward force, the heaviness, and then of course the heaviness of a person or thing.
By virtue of its position in a gravitational field. Things have weight because gravity
See,
exists.
you say these things. These
You
are
tell me the
definitions.
definitions of words.
These are
I don't
definitions
know
that
what to say.
are given by people who are here
study things
to
and actually
who
know
are here
things.
to reinforce a certain position. I'm talking
Sweetie,
about common
money
sense
can't
shit.
change
Did
the
you just
laws
say
of
sweetie?
physics.
You
There's no
fucking
amount of
homo?
money that
Did
can
this-
change the
yo,
laws of physics.
This nigga didn't say sweetie. Yo.
There's no conspiracy here. You can't change what gravity
Listen.
is.
I'm
or how
talking about common
electromagnetism
sense.
works.
I'm not getting
You
into all of this.
You're not talking
Do you
about
feel like
common
you're
sense
moving?
has nothing to do
Do
with
you
any of
feel
this
like
stuff.
you're moving?
You can't just intuit how the laws of physics work. You have
Bro.
to probe them and learn about them, study them.
Listen,
that's what
we know.
education
We
is.
know about these things, bro. And all
Maybe
this
we
shit
do
you're
and you
talking
don't.
about
You should learn.
is some bullshit. Like, do you know about crepuscular rays? What are crepuscular?
This is insane, man. This is insane. Insanity. And you know, the thing is this. To my brothers of the 5% or nation of the gods and earth, you know and I know that you guys have a pride with showing and proving. So what kind of blows my mind about all of this conversation, even if y'all not in a cipher, breaking down the science of supreme mathematics or alphabets or whatever the case may be, there's a certain decorum that comes with, as we would say, God body. What in the world happened? Now, I don't want to play too much of it. Said, go, let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on. Let's see. Keep playing. Yeah, man, this is bad, man. And this is all new from this FBA stuff. This is all new from this FBA stuff. You follow me? This ain't no say years ago. Look, I'm just seeing the guy talking about it today. But this is all new. I'm talking about this type of behavior. How long ago was this? Because he had a couple conversations. But with Godrey just uploaded one. I'm born 5%. I have no idea what this dude is talking about. Yeah, it's shameful. It is shameful. It is shameful. And I want to go into something real quick because I don't want to get into the sensationalism too much. You know what I mean? I want to go into something real quick. Like when people talk about flat earth, it just blows my mind that, especially when you look at somebody like Lord Jamar, you know what I mean, that for all intents and purposes, Lord Jamar insulted this guy for a while for no reason other than he provided facts. He provided, not only did he provide facts, he provided some logic. You know what I mean? But hold on, let me get this up here for a minute. Let me get this up here. I wanna share something with y'all, man. Lord Jamar is just tripping. He tripping for real. I wanna teach on this for a second. I mean, I wanna just put my logic to this because this is insane. And I don't wanna sensationalize it, man, because this is supposed to be an intervention. You know what I mean? This is supposed to be an intervention. We're supposed to be helping our brother out. You know what I'm saying? We're supposed to be helping our brother out. That's what I'm trying to say. Let me see something we got here. Where is? Hold on one second. Yeah, we supposed to be helping our brother out. We ain't supposed to be trying to go in on him too hard. But wow, this. So I just want to talk about a few things real quick, family. This is what happened, and one thing I'm putting emphasis on is that this is what happens when you let go of the teachings. When you let go of the teachings of your ancestors. This is what happened, family. This is what happened. You know what I'm saying? When you let go of the teachings of your ancestors, this is what we're gonna break down in a minute. We're gonna pick this apart for 1 second. You know what I mean? Because he's supposed to demonstrate that he's the Asiatic black man. You know what I mean? And I'll get to that in a minute. Let me see if this is a video. Let me play this real quick. Let me see.
Absolutely.
Lord Jamar is a flat earther, everyone. Why are you a flat earther, sir?
Because it's ridiculous to think that someone can live on a ball, to think that water could wrap itself around a spinning ball, to think that people could be on the bottom of a spinning ball and be upside down because some magical thing called gravity.
See how crazy that is? Here we go. Hold on. My bad.
Absolutely.
Lord Jamar is a flat
ball, to think that people could be on the bottom of a spinning ball and be upside down because some magical thing called gravity is allowing it to.
So, family, Lord Jamar claims he doesn't believe in gravity. And this stuff be sounding logical to a lot of people. Y'all remember the guy? What is the guy? The main proponent of flat Earth, Sanchez. Man, he was eating off this for about 5 years. 5 years he was eating off this thing, just saying the same things over and over and over and over. But the thing is that there's a part on this video where the guy is telling him about a vacuum, and Lord Jamar think that a vacuum in space is like a vacuum cleaner. It's just unbelievable. The ignorance is just unbelievable. But with that being said, he's talking about things can stick to a ball, you know, and like the wild thing about that, the wild thing, the wild thing about this flat earth thing that people be trying to use science, household science. You know what I mean? Like you can't use household science to something that has been studied for thousands of years. And a lot of the science in which the Europeans ultimately would take Aristotle with the philosophies and all of this stuff, that stuff come out of ancient Egypt. That stuff comes out of ancient Egypt. Like, for instance, let me Google real quick. Who first said the earth was round? Watch this. Who first said the earth was round? The earth was on something. Nicholas Copernicus. The earth was round. I think it started with an A. Somebody named A. They That's right, Aristotle, right? Thank you so much, Raphael. Aristotle, European Aristotle, Greek guy, right? But now, come on now. Somebody say, no, Egypt. Yeah, Egypt is the first, absolutely. But what I'm saying, if you Google it, they're gonna say Aristotle. You feel what I'm saying? But what happens is when you trace yourself back to a plantation like FBA, then you can't go back and look and see what your ancestors discovered in order not to be duped today. You follow what I'm saying? So I just want to share a few things with you, right? So when he talk about the earth is the ball and that there's no way that water can handle floating on this ball, sticking to this ball, whatever he had to say. Well, at the same time, then you would have to explain why don't the water, what holds the water on to a flat earth? It would be the same phenomenon. You follow me? It would be the same phenomenon. Whatever that phenomenon is, it would be the exact same phenomenon. You know what I mean? Whatever is holding it on the ball, then it would have to hold it on. Oh, but then they say there's an ice wall. There's an ice wall. Y'all heard that one? It's an ice wall and it's a dome. Like, Lord Jamar is something else, man. These flat earthers something else. I mean, it says an ice wall and it's a dome that holds everything in. Come on, Lord Jamar, man. Just basic common sense. Like, you don't have to believe in gravity if you don't want to. But the phenomenon that would hold it on the ball would be the same phenomenon that holds it so it don't drip off of a flat earth. Period. I mean, come on, man. And then the crazy thing about it, man, I was just going over a few things, right? The crazy thing about it, right? It's like our ancestors figured this out a long time ago. You know, in a lot of Europe areas, they didn't, in ancient times, they didn't get a lot of sunlight. So they were unable to calculate time as we know it. You feel what I'm saying? They were and they didn't see solar eclipses to see that the earth was round. We like our ancestors knew what an eclipse was. You feel me? They knew what an eclipse was. Like, I don't get this. Like, when we see the solar eclipse, that shows you, like, I don't understand. I don't understand. Just like somebody just said, the world is flat, where is the end? Exactly. It's just so unbelievable to me that somebody like Lord Jamar, did y'all grow up listening to Brand Nubian? Did y'all grow up listening to Brand Nubian? Man, look. If anybody is not familiar with solar eclipses, I just grabbed this real quick just for sake of a conversation. But I'm going to show you that when you are FBA, you don't go back to the original science. So it said lunar eclipse is an astronomical event that occurs when the moon moves into the Earth's shadow. There you go. Causing the moon to be darkened, such as alignment occurs during the eclipse season, approximately every 6 months during the full moon phase, when the moon's orbit plane is closest to the plane of Earth. And when they hear plane, they think plane means flat. Well, hey, when you walking on something and someone use that term as plane and flat, then hey, go ahead, run with it. But when you get around to the orbit part, and when you get around to the, like, people want to make words to mean what they mean associated with their living room science, but it don't work like that. This can occur when only the sun, earth, and moon are exactly or very closely aligned, with the earth between the other two, which can happen only on a night full of moon, when the moon is near either the lunar node. The type length and the lunar eclipse depend on the moon proximity of the lunar node. When the moon is totally eclipsed by Earth, a deep eclipse, it takes a reddish color that's caused by the planet when it's completely blocked. And this is a satellite image right there. Now, they made that up, I'm sure, but I mean, according to them. Direct sunlight from reaching the moon's surface, as the only light that it reflects from the lunar surface is what has been refracted by Earth's atmosphere. This light appears reddish due to the Rayleigh scattering of blue light, the same reason sunrises and sunsets are more orange than during the day. Now, this thing, now listen, we could break that thing down, and get into the deep science. Show the Egypt's breakdown of the solar eclipse. I don't think I got that slide. But I do got a slide, though. I don't got the Egyptian slide of a solar eclipse, but I did grab a few things out of ancient Kemet science, just for a brief talk. For example, in ancient Kemet, they believed that the Earth was like, not believe that it, and I don't want to get people misconstrued what I'm saying, because this is just a quick crash course, but they would write that the ancient Kemites believed that the Earth was like node. But ancient Kemites believed that the Earth was like an egg. And as we know that, even though the Europeans would call it the sun disk and all of that, good and well what our ancient forefathers and foremothers was talking about. They seen everything as a 360 degree. You know what I mean? Like, and once you read some of the lessons, they don't have to tell you that the Earth was round. Everything that they demonstrated was 360 degrees. Everything was demonstrated in a cycle. Everything, and then when you look at, I'm gonna get some pictures in a minute. I'm biased. Thank you, brother. So in ancient Kemet, our people believe the Earth emerged from the sea of chaos and was like an egg, whether sphere, round, whatever. I mean, FBAs, they not going to learn this. FBAs, they only thing they're going to learn is that cotton hurt their hands and they just want reparations. That's all they're going to learn. That's all they're going to learn. That cotton hurt their hands and they want reparations. And then they're going to get into arguments they can't even stand on their own two. I mean, they can't stand on their own two. It's ridiculous. You know what I mean? But all they got to do is look. I mean, listen, in ancient Kemet, they're not going to spell it out for you. But if you pay attention, you're able to see exactly these concepts. Anyway, it says, like an egg guarded at night by the moon, which was described as being the great white bird, like a goose brooding over the egg. The concept of earth and eggs rising out of the sea is thought to have developed from the observation of the fertile silted mounds emerged from the Nile when the flood waters receded. Now watch this. This is and I guess grab something real quick. This is the sun rises over the horizon on the mound of creation as goddesses pour the primeval waters around it. Book of Coming Forth. Now, when I grabbed this, it said the Book of the Dead, but I changed it. But anyway, so as you can see, this is demonstrating this here. You follow me? But as you can see, the roundness of the waters. Like, come on, what we doing? What we doing? What we doing? Where the FBA's at? Where the FBA's at? I'm telling you, this is insane that people would just deny their ancestry for. I mean, it's just insane. Because this is why I don't care who you are. Like, one thing, let me tell you something about Baltimore, right? One thing about Baltimore, New York is the same way too. It's a lot of different cultures here, right? And every year they got a Greek festival or something, and man, they be out there and they be heavy out there. They be proud. They be doing them little dances. They be having their little outfits on. They be proud. But what they actually doing is they're influencing their children to look back at their greatness so they can even try to accomplish even greater things. You know what I mean? They got their businesses going. They got their culture going. They got all this going. FBAs, they just have this new made up thing and they neglect everything else. They just neglect everything else. And it's crazy. It's crazy. But hey, he want to be FBA, then go ahead. But this is what you talk about right here. This is what you're talking about. And then when you look at ancient Egypt, you always see people want to call it a sun disk or whatever. But little do you know, that's a ball. That's a ball. I mean, these are balls. So the sun flat too? Is that too? These are balls. Astaghfirullah. Astaghfirullah. Pause. Now, for real though, like what's going on with my brother? If the moon and other planets are round, why the earth be flat? Exactly. Simple question like that, subsystems. Simple questions like that. That's what I'm talking about. Very simple questions. Very simple questions. You know what I mean?
This shit up.
Hey,
Explain.
here's the thing, right? There's certain things that they don't allow you to explore, right? So there's certain things that I can't prove. I can't go. I'm not allowed to go up there and touch this. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So this is only what I can surmise, especially from thousands of years, because only 500 years ago did they come with this whole heliocentric.
Lord Jamar has turned into Sinetta TV 2.0. He then turned into Sinetta TV 2.0. And what I'm saying is, this reminds me of the polite days. This reminds me of those pseudo days where they just start winging it and saying anything. Because he just sit there and said that they won't allow me. Now, anybody ever heard of SpaceX? Anybody ever heard of SpaceX? Anybody ever heard of that? SpaceX is it says Sinetta 2.0. Sinetta is the most pseudo platform for knowledge on social media. And he's 2.0. He's a step past. Anybody ever heard of SpaceX? SpaceX. It's a private company that can go out in space with their machines. And you know why they can do that, Lord Jamar? The 5%ers are supposed to prove, show and prove. Absolutely, Bill. Absolutely. Absolutely. But Lord Jamar, to make a statement to say, I can't do this, and I said that. I had a conversation with, and he got mad at me. His name, Sanchez, years ago on Moorish World TV, and he just kept repeating himself. I say, bro, okay, listen, let's just do this. Let's just take a trip to the ice wall. Me and you. What up, Thurman Smart? Let's take a trip to the ice wall. And then we go find out. Now, Lord Jamar just made a statement. He says, they won't let us go there. Well, let me tell you something. Whether they will or if they won't, I tell you what, Congress have made a law since 1984 that states that if you get a permit and you can pass all the safety operations, you can do your thing. Same way they got these regulations on cars. This says permits. Hold up. Let's talk about the permits. Commercial Space Launch Act prohibits person from launching a launch vehicle or operating launch site within the United States, or in the case of U.S. citizen from outside the United States, or or territory of foreign nations, unless they are properly licensed. And two, in case of license holder launching a payload, an object placed in space, unless the payload complies with all requirements of federal law. This is why you got SpaceX. Permits the Secretary of Transportation to transfer the license to a person who meet the requirements of this act. Sets forth certain conditions and procedures for licensing. This is just like getting a license for a car on steroids. That's all it is. You know what I mean? So at the end of the day, there you go. You can go and get your license. Now, hey, Lord Jamar is an honorary FBA. And we gonna honor his FBA status. He got his status corrected. Anybody remember the Moors? They get his status corrected. Lord Jamar got his status corrected with Tariq Nasheed. That's right. Anyway, y'all ain't been around when the Moors did status corrections. Yeah, he got his status corrected. That's right. He sure did. He got his status corrected with Tariq Nasheed. That's right. So it is what it is. He's an FBA now. Why doesn't anyone track the moon before it goes across the path of the sun during the solar eclipse? All you see is the moon appearing in front of the sun, not coming from eastward and westward at all. Yeah, son. Listen, the thing is, Will P, I'm pretty sure. Listen, one thing for sure and two things for certain, Will P. Sometimes we are trapped in our own little world, our own little box. But I would guarantee you that you go into that field of learning, someone has done exactly what you're asking. Because me, today, just like today, you know what I mean? Just like today, I was like, man, they talking about you can't go. And I used to be facetious with Sanchez, like, we need to go. We need to go see the end of the earth. We need to go see it. I said, let me check today. And up jumped the boogie. Congress passed the law. You know what I mean? One sec. Let me check his status with the First Lady of FBA. Yeah. So, yeah, Congress already passed the law, so ain't no excuse. I mean, ain't no excuse. Ain't no excuse. Congress already passed the law. Don't talk about you can't go. You know what I mean? Anyway, let me get into this part, man. FBA part. Lord Jamar, FBA, y'all, get your boy. Get your boy. I looked up this post right here, right, where Lord Jamar was trying to go in on Omar Epps. And look at the word he used. What the blood? Now, who say that? Why is he culture appropriating? What he got on his head? Why is he appropriating culture? What did he just say? What the blood? Come on, man. Come on, man. What happened? And most people would look at that, well, that's petty, that's petty. But no, what is petty is the attacks on Jamaicans. What's petty is the attacks on Haitians. What's petty is the attack on those of our people from different parts of the globe. That's what's petty. And that starts with FBA. But in this, right, now, this is talking about Omar Epps passing or wearing a dress or whatever. Thank you, Thurman Smart. Now, but watch how this conversation turns out. I want to read this thread to you. I wasn't going to do it at first. I was like, this is a little bit. But this is Lord Jamar again, putting his foot in his mouth. Let's read this thread. It says, what the blood? Marlon Wayans says, the real question is, why are you taking close crotch and tweeting it. So basically, Omar Epps was wearing what Lord Jamar calls a dress. You follow me? And he says, what the blood, such and such. So what happens is Marlon Wayans jump in, like defending his boy, you know what I mean? And he said the real question is, why are you taking close of a N-word crotch and tweeting it? You wearing an individual dress. That's what Marlon Wayans said. Lord Jamar comes back, and this is coming from an N-word who wore a visible dress. LOL. Now, you know Lord Jamar slick with the mouth. Then it comes up. Marlon Wayans says, 60-year-old N-words rocking Timbos and lugs disturb me. Lord Jamar comes back. But 40-year-old N-words in skirts is okay. Get the F out of here. Lord Jamar, Marlon Wayans comes. I'm sorry, I was doing famous SHIT. Shall I remind you what that's like? Lord Jamar comes back. What's famous SHIT? Getting bumped in the butt? B-A-N-word? Like you want niggas in a skirt so you have easy access. Now, Marlon Wayans come back. N-word, ain't nobody ever wanna dress like Lord Jamar. Now watch this. Watch this though. After this whole conversation, Omar Epps jump in. This is dope right here. He jumps in. Omar Epps jumps in. Omar Epps said, it's sad that when we as African Americans are so disconnected from our true roots, our heritage and our lineage, that most can't see the forest for the trees. For me, it's about celebrating, honoring our ancestral history through actions. I walked on the shoulders of the ancients, and we become so disconnected from our African roots that we give credit to others who came long after for creating that which was our natural culture to begin with. We should embrace our history and should be proud of it. And then he put some pictures of African men in tunics. So it's not a dress, those are tunics. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, in this culture, we actually see this thing. Put a camera balloon. Let's put a camera on a balloon, GS, and go live. Yeah. But we actually, listen, we actually see, my bad, I had this cut off. We actually can see this all the time. We see Muslim wearing a variation of African tunics today. In ancient Kemet, it looked like everybody wore tunics. In ancient Kemet, when you look at the walls of ancient Egypt, everybody wore them. So I get what Mike Epps saying, and I'm glad that he came back so classy. You know what I'm saying? But again, it makes sense. So as Cryptonomics was just saying in the chat a minute ago, like, he ain't never been 5%er. He might got a point. He might just was going along with the group just to get along. He might got a point. Because there's no way that you can flip like that fast. Just a couple years. Come on. Something ain't right. But yeah, man, at the end of the day, Lord Jamar, man, he got to get it right, man. Let me see what else I got here. He definitely got to get it right. And this one right here, family. I got to talk about this for a second. That's right, I got to talk about this. So this person on Twitter says that Lord Jamar admitted that he is working with or for Trump, right? Now, I didn't get a chance to go and research it, but this is what she said. You know what I mean? Folks, he's getting a paycheck from Billy McFarland, and I'm going to research this too, via Trump. McFarland has been paying former hip-hop artists, stars, rappers, with the Trump campaign. Lord Jamar admitted as much in the full interview. He's working with for Trump. That's it. Lord Jamar goes off on Kamala Harris supporters who's trying to bully him into voting for her. So this is what I found on X, that he admitted to say that he. So when you say someone is taking the check, I'm gonna go and research. I'm gonna go follow up. I mean, I see that we got the video right there. I can take a drive and follow up and see. Now, if he's taking a check, that would explain his Tariq connection. That will explain while he's going on these rampages, on these distractive rampages. That would explain. That would make every bit of sense. I mean, that would make every bit of sense. It is what it is. But now look. So one of the things that I thought was rather odd for somebody like Lord Jamar, who had claimed to be a 5%er for so many years, that's what I was about to say. When he says that Kamala wasn't black, right? Now, again, everybody know I did not vote for Kamala, whatever. I mean, I don't do that. Oh, let me read these comments real quick, because they was going in on it, man. Come on, Lord Jamar. Yeah, this is an intervention. You need to see these things. Look at that. Follow the money. Welp, I guess those brand Nubian Spotify streams don't pay all that well. Lord Jamar is organically stupid. Nobody gives a SHIT who he votes for. Negro probably ain't even registered to vote. Such a disappointment. Nothing worse than paid coonery. Another one Harriet Tubman couldn't save. Now, I went down the whole comments. I couldn't find one good comment. Like, you are losing your people, bro. I know people don't care. For a little Moorish World people. You see Tariq Nasheed now talking about, shouldn't FBA unite with Africa? Nah. Delineate. You ain't never separate yourself. What are you talking about? You just talk that stuff. You know what I mean? Just talk that stuff. But at the end of the day, I mean, they going in. Look at this. So let's look at the basic teachings of the 5%. The teachings of the 5% nation of gods and earth. 5% believe the original inhabitants of earth were black, which they refer to the Asiatic black man. Now, I want to stop right there. If they refer to the original inhabitants of earth, of black, quote unquote, and as the Asiatic black man, and they say Kamala is Indian, would that make her Asiatic? I'm asking for a friend. And then they say that the white man is the devil. I'm just asking for a friend. Who would be the devil and who would be the Asiatic? See, the thing is, you ain't got to vote for a person. But he was calling her bees. He was just going over the top. He was going over the top. But who would be the Asiatic black man? Who would be the Asiatic? And who would be the devil? According to the teachings that he subscribed to. Thank you, Thurman Smart. According to the teachings he subscribed to. So you can tell when the shift happens, because now you didn't just drop the ball on everything. You just dropped the ball on everything. Any script somebody give you, it seems like that you're reading. Family, we need an intervention. Yeah, we need an intervention. We need an intervention. Anybody see Lord Jamar, would y'all tell him to stop it? Because we need an intervention, family. We need to bring him on Moorish World TV. Y'all think we can get him on Moorish World TV? Because we definitely need an intervention. This is crazy. This is unbelievable. He just crashing out. Now I'm gonna let this. Now hopefully I can get away with it, because I was breaking the video up before. But before I get out here, I'm gonna let the whole I'm gonna let that joint play. I'm gonna let it play. All right, let me see if I can let it play. Good night. He be crashing, boy. If they move my video, then hey, so be it. I just want to teach somebody something.
First of all, this guy came out real disrespectful, talking about the stupidest shit. Like if he was in this room, I'd be smacking the shit out of him right now. First of all, okay,
it's all bullshit.
Right, sir? You know that, right?
What you say to the
you know that, right?
The entire body of scientific knowledge. Let me respond to the insanely stupid thing you said.
I want you to respond to my. Let him talk. Okay, we're gonna talk about what pseudoscience.
Okay, go ahead, Dave. Go ahead, Dave.
Density is not a force. It requires a force to produce an acceleration. Things accelerate towards the Earth. Density is a scalar. It's not a force. It can't make things move. Buoyancy, there's a buoyant force, but it has gravity in the equation. Buoyancy only exists when gravity exists.
The secret sauce.
Here's the problem with your density bullshit. You think that things fall down because the air is less dense. The air is less dense above the object too. So why the fuck don't things fall up?
Things do fall up, you fucking asshole. Bubbles go up, you fucking evaporation goes up, you like what the fuck are you talking about?
That's because there's wind.
Because it's lighter than the fucking density it's in. How can a fly defy gravity? How can a fucking tadpole defy gravity, you fucking shithead?
Tadpole defy gravity? What the?
Yes. How does anything swim through? If gravity is holding down oceans that are tons of fucking of fucking force, how does anything swim through the ocean? How do you fucking lift your legs off the fucking ground? You fucking cockbag. Let him answer you.
Muscles. Birds have wings, right? You can exert
They have
force,
wings.
which allows you to accelerate. Right? Doesn't that make sense? If you jump or if you throw a ball, you're exerting force and you are counteracting gravity until that momentum runs out. You throw a ball, it goes up, and then it falls back down. Why do things fall down?
Speaking of momentum, do things
No.
Why do things fall down?
Why don't things fall up? Why do things only fall down?
Why do things fall up?
No. Why do things fall down only? Why don't they fall up? This is what he's asking.
Again, light things will rise.
Only with wind,
Dense.
which is a
No,
force.
it's not only with wind.
Things don't float. Nothing
Why
floats.
doesn't a ball fall up? The air
Because
above the ball
it is
less
dense.
than the ball.
Because it is dense.
What's that?
The air
ball
more
is
dense
dense.
than the ball? Is
The-
that what you're saying
That
now?
don't even make sense. That's not even what
The
what
ball
you're
is
saying.
dense. If it's in regular air, it will fall to the ground.
It's in
If it was in,
Why
if
does it
it
fall
was
up?
in,
Isn't
say
the air
a
above the
gel,
ball less
if it
dense
was
than
in
the
a
ball?
gel, what is it? What's the ball gonna do?
Okay, I
It's
don't
just
know
gonna
what
stop
the fuck
there,
you're
right?
talking about the gel. In the air, why
There's
does the ball
it
fall
depends
up?
on the
air
medium.
is
ask
Why
the
does it
question
fall
and then-
up? What does falling up have to do with anything? I don't
No,
understand.
because
what
you
you're
think
saying.
He said
there's
what?
no such thing as
You
gravity.
said there's
Why
no
is
such
there a
thing in
preferred
gravity.
direction of falling? Why do things fall down to the ground?
Because they're heavy. Because they have density.
Okay,
That's why.
what is heavy? What is weight? Do you even know what weight is?
Oh my.
What's weight? Tell me the definition of weight.
It's your fucking head on your fucking shoulders, you fat
Uh-oh,
head
someone's
bitch.
getting a little sassy because
Like,
doesn't know the answer to the
bro,
question. What
We're
is
not
weight
gonna
mean?
sit here and talk about all these.
We're not going to sit here and define words that you don't
Yes,
know. that you're
define
trying to-
words. We're talking about what's heavy and what's light.
Yeah, so what does fucking heavy mean, dumbass? You said the word heavy. What is heavy? What is weight? What is weight? What does that mean? You don't know the definitions of the words you're using.
Bro.
Should I define
Okay,
weight?
tell him.
Yeah,
Tell us
define
what weight
weight.
is.
Here I go.
Look it up if you
A
want.
body's relative. Oh, here we go. A body's relative mass or the quantity of matter contained by it, giving rise to a downward force. The heaviness, and then of course the heaviness of a person or thing.
By virtue of its position in a gravitational field. Things have weight because gravity
See,
exists.
you say these things. These
You
are
tell me the
definitions.
definitions of words.
These are
I don't
definitions
know
that
what
are
to say.
that are given by people who are here
study
to
things and actually
who
know
are here
things.
to reinforce a certain position. I'm talking
Sweetie,
about common
money
sense
can't
shit.
change
Did
the
you just
laws
say
of
sweetie?
physics.
You
There's no
fucking
amount of
homo?
money that
Did
can
this-
change the
Yo,
laws of physics.
did this nigga just say sweetie? Yo.
There's no conspiracy here. You can't change what gravity
Listen.
is.
I'm
how
talking about common
electromagnetism
sense.
works.
I'm not getting
You
into all of this.
You're not talking
Do you
about
feel like you're
common
moving?
sense has nothing to do
Do
with
you
any of
feel
this
like
stuff.
you're moving?
You can't just intuit how the laws of physics work. You have
Bro.
to probe them and learn about them, study them.
Listen,
that's what
we know.
education.
This is insane. Hey, fam, what is going on? First, it was Billy. First, it was Billy. What's next? What's next? First, it was Billy. Now it's Lord Jamar. Is this the attack on the pseudos or something? What's going on? Man, listen, family, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Do y'all remember, anybody, press 7 if y'all remember this. Some of y'all might be new to these challenges on the internet with these debates and conversations. But did anybody remember the debates with Sinetta? Press 7 if y'all remember the debates with Sinetta. Well, if you remember that, I remember a time they was like, y'all need to get some Europeans over here. Y'all debating each other, get some Europeans over here. Now we understand why they would not bring those Europeans over there. And when they brought that one Hebrew European over there, and he mopped the floor with Brother Polite, they kind of made it as a circus. That Abu said it before me. They made it a circus. But back then, people was asking, why don't y'all bring real scholars? Why don't y'all bring some of them Europeans over here? Why y'all battling with each other? And now, here we go in 2025, 10 years later, this is why. This is why. Because they don't want to be embarrassed by people who are knowledgeable in those fields. And these Europeans are stepping up to the plate. I would like to debate one, but I would like to debate one respectfully, like Wes about the Quran. The Bible. I don't think Wes know the construct of the Bible. I'm not going to give my cheat code up, but he know the construct of the Bible within the ways that he's been taught to study it and do research on it. But I would love to debate one of these guys. Not on flat Earth, you know what I mean? I'm not. I think that's a goofy conversation. You know what I mean? But I'm talking about like the Bible, the Quran, and Moorish science and things of that nature. But and you know, the thing is, this reminds me of this Sinetta stuff because none of these people have been formally trained or educated in any of these fields. And what I'm saying is that doesn't mean that you have to go to school for something, but like me, for Moorish science for myself, right? I came under some bona fide, qualified elders within the construct of the teachers of the Prophet Noble Drew Ali. And I never was taught to mimic or imitate what they said, parakeet what they said. I always was taught how to do research and critically break things down so it can fit in the reality of life, as opposed to in the dogmatic perspective. You know what I mean? That's why, I feel as though I'm different than a lot of Moors that people come across on the internet, because I don't fit the science of Prophet Noble Drew Ali into a dogmatic perspective. I fit it into the perspective of life and how we live life today, right now. And if it don't fit right there, then there's something wrong with me or something wrong with that lesson. And I'm going to get behind that demonstration and find out what it is. You know what I'm saying? I don't get into that dogmatic stuff. That's why you ain't going to see me like the Prophet Noble Drew Ali birthday just passed, and people have all these get-togethers. They wearing the curly up Joker shoes and looking like the orange chic. I ain't doing none of that. I'm no disrespect, but I'm not doing none of that. You know what I mean? Because I don't believe that customs can alter the nature of truth. I ain't going to get caught up in customs where I'm going to grow a beard and it's going to make me more righteous than the next person. Nah, when I grow facial hair, make my face itch. You know what I mean? I'm good. You know what I mean? Yeah, my wife be like, just let it grow one time. I say, man, you better find something to stop it from itching my face. You know what I mean? I ain't tripping off that. I ain't got nobody to impress. But those are customs. In ancient Kemet, some of them just wore the straight beard on the chin. At one period of time, they had clean face. And then other cultures like the Mesopotamia, they had the nappy beards. And then another culture. So culture and customs do not alter the nature of truth. Either you understand what truth is or you don't. But when you get into these pseudo conversations like flat earth and aliens and all of that crazy stuff, like Wesley Muhammad getting into all this alien talk, write a whole book about aliens, man, listen, if you ain't taking no picture with no alien on the mother plane, man, I ain't trying to hear none of your theories. I'm sorry. If you ain't taking the picture with the little green man and Elijah Muhammad and Master Fraud Muhammad on the mothership, I ain't trying to hear your theories. I ain't trying to hear it because guess what? It's the same theory we going to hear about Jesus coming back. For 2,000 years, people waiting on Jesus to come back. I ain't going to your church so you can tell me that we better get our life together before Jesus come. Now, I'm going to get my life together because when I get it together, life is that much better. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to get it together just because it need to be together, and then it becomes a lot more easier to navigate through this world when your life is tight and right. But I ain't going to be sitting around waiting on Jesus to come. He been coming. I ain't see him show up yet. So no, I ain't want to try to downplay somebody belief or faith and all that. But nah, family, you get right because it's right. You don't get right because you're going to get punished by something that's coming out the clouds for you. You get right because it's right. That's period, point blank. And so at the end of the day, this is Sinetta 2.0. 2.0, just get in the conversation and just say anything. This reminds me of Unc. Anybody know Unc? Unc talking about take the shot. The whatever the shot was, you know what I'm talking about. Y'all know Unc from Amon Ra Squad? Telling everybody, you got to take the shot. I'm thinking Unc then got a check or something. Take the shot. Yeah, I took my shot. Lord Abba, I took my shot. These supposed to be the brightest people on Sinetta TV at one time. But then it comes all the way back around that the head doctor or whoever he is for the United States say, man, we made this all up, man. We made it all up. We made the mask up. We made the shit. We just made it all up. We didn't know. You know what I mean? What's the doctor name? Would y'all know the doctor name? He said basically, he ain't say it like that, but he might as well have said that. He said, we ain't know. We ain't had no information. The CDC just said this is what we gonna do. So that's what we did. We just went with it. We ain't know. And they was breaking it down. They was arguing it. That Fauci. They was sitting up here arguing on these platforms as if they went to school of biology, as if they went to school to study poison, and they went to school to study diseases. They went to school. They act like they went to school to study this stuff. I said, man, where do you get your information? Science magazines. I read the science report. I said, what? Y'all ain't got no lab. Y'all ain't got y'all ain't got no stethoscope, microscope, or telescope. Y'all know everything about the planets. Know everything, man. Come on, man. I'm telling you, man, this is why they ain't want them Europeans to come around. Them Europeans dragging them, man. We got to tell the truth. He never said what, though? Oh, yes, did. Fauci did. He didn't use those words. Hold up, subsystem. What you say Fauci didn't say? Let me pull it up. He didn't say it in those exact words. I'm being facetious. I don't even know what to type in right now. I thought everybody knew this. I thought everybody knew that. I ain't gonna be able to find it now. I thought everybody knew that. I thought everybody knew that Fauci was skating around, basically saying that we dropped the ball. Everybody ain't know that. He didn't say it in those exact words, as I'm saying it, but basically that's what he said. That's what he said. Basically, that's what he said. We dropped the ball. He's like, we didn't have. He even talked about the mask. Press 7. Did y'all hear when he talked about the mask? He said, the mask. We didn't have no information on the mask. We didn't know. Yeah, we didn't know. So at the end of the day, they're gonna expose the hidden frauds. Fauci comes clean on the C-19 vax. I mean, he said he didn't know. So, like the 5G scam Polite put out. Oh yeah, remember that, Thurman? listen, a lot of people did pass for him. Listen, one thing we're not going to do is pull the emotional heartstrings. A lot of people did lose their life from COVID. I've had COVID about 4 times. The first time I had it, listen, and I ain't take no shot. I had it, my wife had it, and my son had it. And my son laid there limp. That COVID is a real thing. Don't get it twisted. And I do have some confidence in the mask a little bit, and I'll tell you why. But what I'm saying, what Fauci said, I mean, that there was no real evidence behind that the mask could prevent anything. And that makes sense because they just didn't have time to test it. You know what I mean? But with that being said, though, the first time that I got it, I didn't know what it was. It was in the beginning stages of it coming out. And the ventilators, I laid down and I don't know why, I went into the basement of our home. You know what I mean? I went into the basement of our home and I just laid there, family. And it felt like the bad flu. You know what I'm saying? It just felt like a real horrible flu, cold mix. And I was just shaking and shivering and I was cold. And man, it was really, really bad. I mean, it was really, really bad. But after like 2 days, it was like I couldn't talk. I couldn't really eat. My wife was giving me soup. It was real bad. I didn't know what it was at the time. But after about 2 days, I was weak, but I could feel the difference of my body rejuvenating. I could feel the difference of it. About 2 weeks, I was back together. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? I get back together. Yeah, I was, man, my wife was taking care of me, you know, man. But the second time I got it, it wasn't even that serious. You know what I'm saying? It wasn't even that serious. I didn't get a lot of those symptoms. In fact, I was on the show a few times, thought I just had a cold. You know what I mean? It was like a cold. The last time was probably about 6 months ago. I took a COVID test and bam, I had it. But I was just like this. I was doing shows and everything. It never bothered me. And so I think what happened is with the COVID, like anything else, if you allow yourself to get it, I'm not saying allow yourself intentionally to go get it. I think your system builds up its natural immunity to it because now, if I go in, I'm paranoid of going in big crowds because I remember the second time I got it, me and my wife, we went to a Ravens game. I think it was the Ravens or the Orioles game. I was a conspiracy theorist. I thought they flew the blimp over and just dropped some air down on us because the next day, both of us was messed up. You know what I mean? But the worst sight that I seen was my son, Aleem. His little body, he was like 1 or 2, and his little body was so limp. And he's like, Daddy. I was like, oh, my goodness. We ain't know what to do, but all we did was kept keeping him hydrated, kept giving him whole food fruits and stuff like that. And then we have a garden too, so we was getting stuff out the garden. A lot of our stuff come organically out the garden. Yeah. You say I gotta change your diet, man. Let me tell you something, man. I've been a vegetarian vegan probably going on about 10 years now. But my system is my system, man. I don't take kind to foreign objects in my system. My system don't work like that. My system begin to activate to flush them out. You know what I mean? And that's what it is. See, most people think that when your system, you think your system breaking down, but in fact, your system is fighting back. I got a type of system, I know myself, I got a type of system where my system will shut down everything and zero in on a problem and fight back. You know what I'm saying? And give me 2 days and I'm good to go. You know what I mean? And let me tell you something about me. Much of my time, like it's 12 o'clock right now, I'll be up tomorrow at 6 o'clock. I won't go sleep until maybe 1:30 or 2 o'clock on the East Coast. You feel what I'm saying? And then maybe every other week, my body would just say, okay, time to lay down. And I might just fall and just lay down for a whole day or maybe 2 days, rejuvenate, and then I go at it again. But at the end of the day, I know my body though. I know when foreign stuff around, my body can't take it. My body go into defense mode, and it'll just shut down and just focus, you know. And I think my wife like that too, cause we keep it moving. But yeah, when I tell you what, whenever you get, look, I've been having this by my desk for the last couple of days because we ran out of elderberry. My wife wrote elderberry. I done tore it up. So I mix my elderberry in the evening with kombucha now, and it's a very good concoction. Very good concoction. But I'm going to tell you one of the best things that I do. One of the best things that I do, I know it's off topic. I'm ready to get out of here. One of the best things that I do, family, is whenever I'm tired and I feel as though I need a boost, family, I go and I get a all green juicer. And when I mean all green juicer, that doesn't mean everything is green, but I have no sugar. I take celery, spinach, broccoli. What else they be having there? Kale. The other greens. I take all the greens and then I mix a beet and a carrot with it, and maybe what's that root? Shoot. I forget the little beige root that got the bite to it. I mean, I mix all of that. Yeah. But man, that joint give me a kale. I mix kale with it. That's what I was looking for. I mix kale with it, and it give me that boost, family. I'm telling you, if you are not a vegetarian, oh yeah, I like radishes too, but ginger, there we go. Family, if you are not a vegetarian, if you're not a vegan, family, and I'm going to tell you, whenever you get a smoothie or whenever you get a juicer, do it with no sugar. I'm telling you, most people don't like the boot. Most people, the boot. What I'm trying to say, most people don't like the bite. You know what I mean? Most people don't like the bite. That's why they add not lemon juice, they add apple juice or some type of juice. Nah, scratch that. Just go raw. And just let it, that's, oh my goodness. You want a boost? That's it. You want a boost? That's it right there. I mean, and that's the cheat code. Whenever you fit, and it'll keep you going for like a couple of days. But now, let me tell you something. When I first did it, we having side chat conversation, Grandmaster set. We having a side chat conversation. When I first did it, right, I put that old beat up in that demonstration. I went to the bathroom. Deuce. Hey, honey, what's wrong with me? It ran in the toilet. Scared to death. It ran down there. Man, I'm about to go get a double colon check. I'm scared to death. That beat came. That beat came out in that toilet, boy. Woo! About scared me to death. Because you know they say when you're around 50, you got to go get a colonoscopy. I said, yeah, I went to drop the Browns off at the Super Bowl, but ain't nobody show up but the Redskins. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah, I went to drop the Browns off at the Super Bowl, but ain't nobody show up but the Redskins. Oh, man, I was scared. Yeah, oh, my goodness and gracious. Yes, indeed. I went to drop the Browns off at the Super Bowl, and the Redskins show up. You know what I'm talking about? The Cardinals show up. Oh, no!
remember.
Peace and love, family.
I'll be that more you gon' remember. Darker Bay front line till the law call my number.
Thanks for joining me, family.
I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I'll be that more you gon' remember. Darker Bay front line till the law call my number. If you a friend of the Moors, then you a friend of mine. I was told to watch my enemies hold my line. Those that speak against the prophet, they speak against me.
Thurman Smart, exposing hidden frauds. Grandmaster set, Starlight.
Mississippi and Connect. Told you wasn't black, proved it with straight facts. You tripping off trucks.
The best show on the internet, Grandmaster. The best show on the internet.
People talk European.
Yeah.
And look at that women.
You already know.
No love for self, but do the men really care? Hell no, cause they got a love for Europe. Whole generation chasing pills, weed and syrup. Yeah, they
love Lil Yachty.
Tucci, Gucci,
Kodak,
Amigos,
Ross,
Lucid. But when the love for the woman look like your mother, I guess they say it's all black when it's under the cover. Now cypher, I'll be that more you gon' remember. I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right.
Hey.
I'll be that more you gon' remember. Darker Bay front line till the law call my number. I'll be that more you gon' remember.
Oh yeah.
I'ma be that more you gon' remember, that's right. I'll be that more you